Hello everyone and welcome back to our event. This is day 3 and today we're going to be looking at Autodesk Revit and how to navigate around both models and 2D drawings inside of Revit. So without any further ado, let's switch to our big camera and let's share our screen. And I'm just going to fiddle around putting the GoPro back in the right place because I'm going to need it shortly. And there we go. Perfect. So I'm in the same file that I had open at the end of our first session on Revit. And we're going to focus today on navigating. Don't worry if you're very new to using this type of application. It really is straightforward. So what we're going to do is look at 2 processes. Firstly for 2D and then for 3D. So it really doesn't matter which file you have open as long as you are inside a 2D view. So what I'm going to do is just go on to floor plans. So in my project browser, I'm going to find floor plans and I'm just going to go and choose one of them. It really doesn't matter which one. Go and give it a double click and get yourself onto a floor plan. What I'm going to try and do now is overlay my GoPro camera onto the bottom right of the screen so that you can see my mouse. I'm actually going to do it over the top of my arm so that you're looking at this the right way around. So this is an ergonomic mouse, so it's not going to be quite the same for those of you who has a mouse like this, but you get the idea. Left click, middle mouse, and right click. And remember that you have a third mouse button on that wheel, which you can click down. So when we're working on a 2D drawing, like what I have at the moment, if I want to zoom, I just place my mouse cursor where I want to zoom to, for example, the bottom right corner of the model here, and I just scroll my mouse wheel as if I'm zooming, as if I'm scrolling up a web page. If I scroll down, it zooms out. And again, wherever your mouse is situated is going to be the focal point for your zoom. So really, really easy. Put your mouse where you want to zoom and scroll up to zoom in. Put your mouse where you want to center and scroll down to zoom out. You can reverse that if you want to, but just zooming is really straightforward. The second thing that we want to do, which will be less natural to you if you're not used to this kind of workflow, is using your middle mouse button. So there is a physical button that you can click on your mouse wheel. And what we want to do is we want to click down that button and hold it down. And that's going to allow us to pan. So if I click and hold my middle mouse button, I can then move my mouse right and left, up and down, and my model, 2D drawing, whatever I have open, will pan around. When you are finished, you can let go. If you combine that with zooming, so I can hold my mouse cursor over this small room here, zoom into it, click and hold my middle mouse button down, and move over to the right-hand side, and then zoom out again. Really straightforward to navigate around just using that middle mouse wheel and the middle mouse button. Now, if you want to work in a 3D view, it's slightly different. So inside of a 3D view, we also need to be able to rotate and spin around. So we're going to go over to our default 3D view. On your quick access toolbar, click this house icon. That will take you to your default 3D view, whatever that's set to in the project that you've got open. And the first thing to identify is that you can still pan and you can still zoom in exactly the same way in this 3D model. Great, brilliant. So as long as you've been able to do that in 2D, we can also do that to navigate around 3D space. We just need to add a rotation, an orbit around the model. And to do this, we need to use a combination of the Shift key alongside our mouse. So the Shift key is this one here with the arrow. So the shift key with the arrow, you've got it on either the left-hand side or the right-hand side of your keyboard. And you're going to need to use that in combination with the middle mouse button, the same that we use for padding. All right, so it's exactly the same process, but you hold down shift. So all you do is you hold down one of the shifts. I usually use the left one, but I'll use the right one because it's close to the camera. And with that held down, click and hold your middle mouse button and move your mouse. If you move it left, it spins the model to the left. If you move it right, it spins the model to the right. So we can very easily navigate around our model, panning, zooming, and orbiting. Panning, click and hold the middle mouse button, move. Zooming, scroll the wheel in and out. Orbiting, hold shift, hold the middle mouse wheel, and spin around. It does take a little bit of getting used to, but the process is generally really straightforward. It just takes a little bit of practice. And that is all I wanted to show you for today's session. I really hope that's been useful. Go away and practice, because the next time we do Revit, not tomorrow because that will be Inventor, same functionality but inside Inventor, but then the next one we're going to look at Revit again, and we're going to look at how we can start using some of those tools within our own project to start building up some levels and some grids. I hope that's been useful. Thank you ever so much for watching. And until next time, I'm going to do this again because I did it last time. Why not? Thank you very much. Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.